Good morning, children. Today we discuss the lesson heat. So, what is heat? So, every day we listen this term heat. So, what is heat? So, do you know heat is a form of energy. So, what is energy? The capacity to do work is called energy. So, for example, if you supply the heat energy, then water will be changed into steam, and that steam can run the steam engine. So that's why we can say that heat is a form of energy. Okay, and heat flows from hotter body to colder body. So do you know, for example, objects under the sun, they are hotter bodies. Whereas if you keep any objects inside the fridge, so we can say they are colder bodies. Then what happens? Heat energy flows from hotter body to colder bodies. So to explain this one and to understand more, we can take a small activity from our textbook. So take a piece of wood and a piece of metal piece and keep them in a fridge for 15 minutes. So children, what? A piece of wood and a piece of metal, and keep them in a fridge for 15 minutes and take them out after that 15 minutes and touch them. So what can you observe? So you observe that both the objects are cold. So why they are cold? The reason is they lose the heat energy. They lose the heat energy to the surroundings, hence we can feel so cold. So as soon as you touch the either the metal piece or wooden piece already kept in the fridge, so if you touch it and your body can lose some heat energy. So that's why you can feel the colder. Whereas if you touch any objects under the sun, then what happens? Do you know? You can feel hotter. The reason is the energy comes into your body. That's why we can feel either cold or hot. Okay. Now, between these two, that means piece of wood and piece of metal piece, they kept in 15 minutes in the fridge. Which is colder and why? So we can say that definitely yes, your answer is correct. Metal piece is colder than the wooden piece. So what is the reason? So same reason, the metal piece loses more heat energy than the wooden piece. Hence, the metal piece is more colder. That means here you can notice that among the colder objects, there is a slight changes or slight variations in the coldness. So that's why the degree of coldness and the degree of hotness, it is known as with another term. So do you know what is the term? So here another term is the temperature. The measure of degree of hotness or coldness is called temperature. That means today we discussed heat. So heat is a form of energy, and in the variations of heat energy, depending on it, we can categorize the objects into hotter bodies and colder bodies, and the heat energy flows from hotter body to colder body. And even among the colder bodies, there is a slight changes is there. So slight changes are there. So those degree of coldness or hotness, we can say that with a term that is called temperature. Okay. Does heat flow from hotter body to colder body? Is it takes place always? So some conditions are there to to transfer the heat energy from one body to another body. So the first and foremost thing is there should be, for example, here see a body, let's say hotter body A and a colder body B. Then heat energy does not transfer from one body to another body. The reason is they should be in contact. So it is called as they should be in thermal contact. So if and only if they are in thermal contact, then only heat transfer takes place from one body to another body. Okay, here which is the hotter body? Do you know? A. And colder body is B. So as soon as they are in thermal contact, then heat energy transfers from A to B. So up to what time? So can you guess it? Yes, your guess is correct. Both the bodies attain the same heat energy. So that means they are at the same temperature. Both the bodies attain same temperature, then heat flow will be stop from body A to body B. So this state, at that state, so heat energy is neither transferred nor received from one body to another body, and this state is called as thermal equilibrium. So children, do you know, you are measuring the temperatures. So the temperature is also, it is a measure of thermal equilibrium. Now we will learn the units of heat and temperature. So do you know SI system? The SI unit of heat energy is joule, whereas the CGS unit of heat energy is calorie. And the relationship between these two is 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joules. Okay, children, it is very useful while calculating or while converting from joule to calories in higher studies. And similarly, temperature. So do you know already the definition? Temperature is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness. Its SI unit is Kelvin. Simply it is denoted as K. Whereas in CGS unit, often we can use Celsius or centigrade. And the relationship between these two is, for example, x degree centigrade is equal to x plus 273 degree Kelvin. That means to convert from centigrade to Kelvin, we have to add 273. Whereas from Kelvin scale to Celsius scale, we have to subtract 273. So for example, to understand, a small example is there. 0 degrees centigrade or Celsius is equal to 0 plus 273, that is equal to 273 degree Kelvin. And 100 degrees centigrade, so yes, you are correct, 100 plus 273, that is equal to 373 degree Kelvin. And do you know, children, the temperature measured in Kelvin scale is called what? The temperature measured in Kelvin scale is called absolute temperature. So what temperature? Absolute temperature. So already we discussed thermal equilibrium. So here two bodies are there. The body is at 100 degree centigrade and body be at 373 degree centigrade. Does heat transfer takes place between A and B? Yes, sure. The heat energy transfers from B to A. The reason is B is at higher temperature 373 degree centigrade and A at 100 degree centigrade. But children, you must be very cautious about the units also. For example, here instead of C, K is there, that means Kelvin. Then we have to convert this Kelvin into centigrade. then 373 degree Kelvin is equal to, do you know, 100 degree centigrade. In this case, both A and B are at same temperature, hence heat transfer cannot take place. This state is called, do you know? Yes, very well. That is called thermal equilibrium. Already they attain the thermal equilibrium. Then heat transfer does not take place. Okay. And let you see another example. Similarly, two bodies are there, P and Q. P at 50 degree centigrade and Q at 95 degree centigrade. First you have to check up the, yes, same unit, centigrade, centigrade. So which is hotter body? Q. And which is colder body? P. Then heat transfer takes place from Q to P. So this is, children, today we learned heat, temperature and thermal equilibrium and units also. And from our concept, so what heat and temperature conveys? Do you know? Heat is a form of energy. It flows from hotter body to colder body. Whereas temperature is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness. Okay. This temperature denotes us the direction of the heat flow. Whereas heat is the itself flows from hotter body to colder body. Thank you, children. And